Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Vila coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Sistas season 8. Is it season? Yeah, season 8, episode 13. I think it's called is it Aftermath or Aftershock or something like that. It'll be down in the description below. Hey y'all, I told y'all I was gonna try to show my face a little bit more. Just doing something a little different with the channel, trying to upgrade myself. I have goals for the 2025 year for my channel. I'm just trying to get more interaction. I'm just trying to get at least 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't think that that's bad. Y'all can help me out with that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get more likes, at least 100 likes every video. Y'all can help me out with that because the more you do like the channel, the more I do go through the algorithm and more people will start to view my commentary because I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to do a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Trying. Had to put a whole wig on, chair, had to put lip gloss on, wash my face, make sure I ain't got nothing running around up in my in the crevices of my face or whatever. But y'all, please, if you new here, welcome. If you are subscribed here, come in every week. Hey y'all, I love y'all so much. Y'all, thank you so much. This has been a journey for me, and I'm just trying to make the experience, you know what I'm saying, palatable. I just want everybody, I want you to be happy, and I want to be happy, and let's all be happy together. All right. So please again, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna get into this video of this review, well, this recap of Tyler Perry's Sisters. And child, I may be a little nervous or whatever. I keep doing my hands like this. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. All right. So the episode picks up where it left off. Um, everybody mad. Well, not everybody mad. Mainly Aaron and Zach. They going back and forth in front of the people down there at the hospital. Aaron sitting up here talking about, at least we know that our that that the kids are gonna have at least one respectable male role model. I was like, oh wow, is that a dig at Zach? Because you have not been the most respectable male role model either, with your shoulders up like that. But that's neither here nor there. They going back and forth. Fatima try to calm it down, but she looks at Zach first like, Zach, yeah. He's like, oh well. And then it's not even just you, Zach. It's Aaron too. Y'all need to apologize. Y'all need to sorry, Karen. Okay, but anyway, the doctor did run out there. You're all here. Act like some adults around here. Looking like he's shaking the table. Act like some adults around here. I was like, y'all better act like some. Y'all stressing this girl out. That's the main reason why she's here in the first place. And doctor leaves, right? Um, Aaron is saying he's gonna take Karen home. Zach said, how you gonna take her home? Her car at our house. Well, okay, well, I'll take her home in the morning. I'll take her on back to your house. I'm just trying to keep her as less stressed as possible or whatever. Karen, she gets up. She said, you know what? I'm just about to go. I don't have time for this. Fatima, it's been, well, yeah, I'm back. Then she look at Aaron. Aren't you, didn't you say you was going to give me a ride? I said, well, I thought you was going to call an Uber the way that you got up out that chair, Karen. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get you home. Child, Aaron is playing his role, ain't he? All right, let's go to this next slide. All right, so here, this is when the phones was going off. They got the being Hayden and Andy. So they got the being saying that Penelope is the one that that stabbed Gary, right? So they have this whole banter going back and forth. And Hayden's whole thing is, just because we do have Penelope, that doesn't mean that you're coming back to the office, right? And so that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, so since they do have Penelope, does that mean that Andy will be able to go back and do her, get her caseload and stuff? But Hayden has confirmed it. No, that doesn't mean any of that. Because the partners still do think that you are a liability. They do. So until they feel that they're comfortable enough for you to come back, Andy, then you're not coming back to the office. I was like, dang, Andy, what you gonna do? So anyway, Hayden walks off, and Andy calls Jordan on the phone. Jordan, pick up the phone. I guess Jordan didn't answer. All right, so Karen is not Karen. Danny, she's back at the house now. Danny is still in, I guess, aftershock of her panic attack. And Sabrina is there. She's doing a great job. She's, tucking, she's tucking Danny in like she's a 12-year-old, but it's okay. Friends. How many of us have them? Let's be friends. But anyway, they friends. They good. Thank you for being a friend. That's what they are. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You a pal and a confidant. You are a great friend. Like, I'm not about to sing this whole, and if I'm not gonna. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. I just had to. I couldn't. I'm sorry. But anyway, she done tucked Danny in the bed. She was like, I'm gonna be here for you. I'm gonna sleep over on the couch. And Danny is like, no, you ain't gotta do that. No, I'm gonna sleep on the couch. I just want you to, be better. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so Danny in the bed. Child Sabrina, think, 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 think. She done called Rich on the phone. Hey, how is Danny doing? She's doing fine, but you shouldn't have called Tony like that. That blindsided her. He said, well, yeah, but if that was me, I would want to know. But it ain't you. It ain't you. And the difference is Sabrina actually likes you. Right now, Danny is not featuring Tony like that. So it's not your place. It's not your place. Okay, that's neither here nor there. Respect. But now, Rich tells Sabrina about Penelope and that they have, they waiting on Jordan to come down there to the bar, because Penelope is in custody and all that stuff. So that's she got word of that, and Rich is still trying to get in Sabrina's good graces. So hey, it is what it is. Are you sure? Look, remember Karen used to do this all the time. Are you sure? So I'm looking at Karen like, are you sure, Karen? Are you sure you want to do this with Aaron? Are you sure? Child. So they back over here at the house, right? And Karen feeling it, she feeling it, right? I'm just, she in the mood, and but she looks back and she just says, yeah, but Aaron, I'm kind of, even though y'all get on my nerves. Hold on, let me backtrack, because um. Aaron kept saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm okay." Woo, 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 woo. Feel the babies, and then the baby ended up kicking. The baby kicked Aaron. He told me, "Ooh, that must be Zach, baby." But anyway, he's just trying to understand what happened. Aaron's whole deal is like, how did you get here? How did you get stressed out? What happened? So she was talking about, Zach was calling and all that stuff, talking about the babies in school. But the kicker was when she was saying he was saying don't breastfeed. And then Aaron is like, oh, how dare he? The audacity! How dare Boy, please. Fake outrage at its best. But anyway, she was like, yeah, right. And then, she ended up, and then he said, so that pretty much it? Was that it that, that got you stressed out? Then she has a flashback, but she don't tell Aaron this, but she has this flashback of when Zach was like, we need to be good for both of these pregnancies. Oh, Zach, is Fatima pregnant? Yes, I am. I didn't want to tell you like this, but it happened. Oh, okay. So that's what it is. You was having a Braxton Hicks because of the news that Fatima is pregnant along with you, but you don't want to tell your dude that. I understand respect because you until Fatima hadn't told the business, so I mean, who are you or whatever to tell her business? So Aaron is like, oh, okay, well, I just want to make sure that you're good or whatever, whatever, whoop de woo. And Karen is like, but you know what? It's out of all that, I'm just happy that I did have someone in my corner. Well, I will always be there for you. Child, they be about to, uh-uh, open that door. Hey, I just came, Mama Lisa, I just came here just in time. You sure did. You sure did, cause your Karen was about to be a naughty girl. Sure was, sure. Hormones and everything. But anyway, so back over at Zach and Fatima's place, y'all. My nose itches sometimes. Disregard it. I'm not digging. I'm just like, it's a little tickle. It itches a little bit. Anyway, so back over at Zach and Fatima's. Zach down on himself. He been drinking a lot lately. Have y'all noticed that Zach been drinking a lot lately? He been drinking, you know. I've been drinking. I've been drinking. But he been drinking, right? Not drunk in love, but drunk with all this stress that's going around with him and all these babies and these baby mamas and these baby daddies. You know? So he just like, did you hear what Aaron was saying? Like, what did you, what he was saying about me, and Zach is really starting to feel it because Zach didn't have no good daddy, to teach him how to be a daddy. So he just doing what he only thing that he knows how to do is pretty much get on folk nerves and show up, you know. But no, Fatima is just like, no, you don't worry. Aaron is a butthole. Don't worry about him. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a great father. You're already a good father to baby Michael, and then you're a good father. Child, you gonna be a good father to the twins and my baby and this and that and third, And so then Tyler Perry be reading reviews. He look at commentators. He look at everybody because this is when Tyler Perry is we the audience. It's like we switching places. He telling us what we've been saying. So he throwing his back in our face, right? So now here Fatima. But you know what the thing about it is? Karen has been really nice lately. I can give it to her. She hasn't really cussed me out in a long time. But mind you, too, back over in this scene, hold on, let me go back. Because Karen did say that she didn't go over there on purpose. She was just, fed up about Zach. Because they trying to do damage control on Karen's character. Because they done told this girl character up. And Karen said, back then it would have thrilled me. But now it was really just because she was mad. That's the reason why she went over there. It ain't to get under Fatima's skin. Just to put that out there. And then here it is, right? So yeah, she didn't call him, cuss me out in a long time. And here's that, yeah, because we all gotta be like that, because the twins coming and they the closest ones that's gonna be together like that. So we all, me, Aaron, you, everybody, we gotta be like one big family. We are a family. I don't know why I'm singing so much, y'all, but yeah, they gotta be like a good family. And then, dang, but don't it seem like Karen been pregnant for a long time? Yep, it do. Cause here goes Zach. Man, she been pregnant my whole life. Yep, she has. Yeah, man, she been pregnant. Cause she talking about 8 months. Seems like she been pregnant for forever. Yep. And when the audience, us, when we thought that she was gonna have a baby, she's still pregnant. Yep. Karen has been pregnant for 3.5. That girl been pregnant for 3.5 years. Well, 2.5. Child, give or take a day. 2.5 years. But anyway, child, they gonna leave it alone. It is what it is. Karen happened nice. She ain't had them yet. It is what it is, right? So then they end up turn on the news. We ain't seen Zach and Fatima watch TV in the whole time Tyler Perry Sistas was on. But tonight they gonna watch TV, and guess what's on TV? Penelope is in custody. That's what it is. All right. So back over at Aaron's house, apparently Robin, not Aaron's house, excuse me, Robin's house. Um Andy comes over, and Andy is they pleasantries. Oh, you're back here. Yeah. So what did you do with your Atlanta house? Yeah, I sold it. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, we got that out the way. So then they started talking about what they was talking about. Child, I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. But yeah, so they whole thing was just about talking about his ego, and okay, they was talking about his ego and talking about no, it wasn't that, because that comes up next. Talking about the sabbatical that she didn't want to take, like she didn't want to take no sabbatical and all that stuff, and he in love with her, and I just a bunch of just a bunch of pretty much talk before they get to the main talk, right? Yeah, he in love with her, but he can't really get with her because of Gary, and she was gonna make partner, and that should have been her law firm, and he said, and Robin said that Andy would have been made partner if she wouldn't have been running around here with Gary and all his antics. Just the whole layout of a sabbatical that she didn't want to take, that he'd have made her take, and stroking his ego. And just a whole bunch of back and forth on why she is not there in the office right now. And Aaron's, why I keep calling this man Aaron? Robin is saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to just wait out the dead time. You're going to come back. You just not going to come back right now. But I'm just like, I mean, they already got somebody in the custody. So I don't really understand whatever. And this is when Andy proposes her question. She said, okay, well, I have something to ask you. And then it goes to the next scene. So, all right. When I had saw this, when I was looking at it, I was like, I thought Danny was asleep, but come to find out she had a nightmare and she screamed, and she just woke up and they are drinking, I guess, tea or coffee or something. I'm not for sure. And Danny Danny talks about, hold on, do I get there? Do I get there yet? Or do I get there yet? I'm trying to think. Cause Danny was talking about her nightmare and about all of her vices, right? And with all of her vices, the marijuana, um, the men, the I guess the peens, and the drinking, because she asked Sabrina to get her a sweet drink or with some sweetener, and now it was the alcohol or whatever. And Danny says that her nightmare, because she was trying to get rid of her vices, right? She was trying to lock up. She was trying to lock up the drinks, and she was trying to lock up the marijuana, and she was trying to lock up the peens, the peens, and put them away and keep them locked away, because she was trying to set herself free, free your mind, and the rest will follow, right? But then all of a sudden, they started to break out, the marijuana. No, first it was the alcohol come out, the marijuana and the smell, and all that stuff. And Sabrina says, so what about the pain? Like, how that get out? So it locked out, and that actually what the pain was is all the men, the men that she had messed around with. And just the struggle of it all and all that, how she's trying to cope with all the pains and the liquors and the marijuana and all that. I guess that's, I don't know, y'all. She said that's a nightmare. The men drowning with the smoke. I don't, child, that's Danny. I get it. She's trying to be a better person, and it's hard. It's like it got a hold on her. It got a hold on her, and she got to figure out how to let it go or whatever. But then, um, Sabrina, kind of tells her the news about Karen being in the hospital and all that stuff. And Danny gets upset, and she's like, why you didn't tell me that she was in the hospital? But she's okay. I was like, Sabrina, you should have said that Karen is okay, but she went to the hospital for Braxton Hicks. It was false labor. All right. And then they end up talking about the news with Penelope, and that, yeah, that she, that she's in jail for the stabbing. And and um and then it's just like, well, good, not good for her. I hate it for her, but if she would have did it if she could have. But hey, they not mad that she Gary, but you know it is what it is. And then they start talking about Karen and all that. Not Karen, but Andy, and they bring up all the men that Andy done mess with. Child, they done brought up Gary, Robin, the 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 janitor boy. It was somebody else they said. I was like, dang, y'all going through the whole list of everybody all of y'all got some man issues. They really do. Like, all of them got little issues, right? But hey, that's neither here nor there. I guess they just gonna figure it out and still be there for each other. I don't know. It was cool though. It was funny about her dream, because I was like with Sabrina. She said, "Now, how did the Peens get? What the Peens do?" Like, it was just all the men. coming to get her. Danny, I hope you be okay. All right, so Mama Lisa walks in, right, and Mama Lisa was like, "Oh, I came at a good time because, like I told y'all before, in my last review, I was actually going back watching a lot of the Tyler Perry Sistas episodes because I didn't have nothing to do, and Mama Lisa really didn't like Aaron like that. She actually was rooting for Zach and Karen to make it work, and she kind of still to me has that because she know that Zach and Fatima are together and she don't think that they gonna be together, but she still has her slick suspicions when it comes to Aaron. That's what I think anyway, because when she comes in she's a little harsh on her, and she's just like, okay, well, you can get ready to leave, I'm here now, make sure you call before you come and all that stuff, and he just walks out. And Karen is like, Mama, you know, real rough on him or whatever. She was like, well, shoot, didn't you tell him about your boundaries? And he's supposed to be respecting your boundaries and whoop de whoop. And she was just like, well, I think I just kind of been looking at him a little different. Since he done brought the stroller and since he done dang near cussed you out about what you is gonna say and what you not gonna say and how he gonna be a daddy there for his kids and you not gonna take that away from him, Karen. I guess since he laid down a law from that, and I guess since he showed up for you, like you quote unquote said down there at that hospital, you looking at him kind of different. And I was with Mama Lisa. She was just like, mm-hmm. Or is it maybe them hormones? Cause that's what I was saying too. I said, I'm with you, Mama Lisa. It's the hormones. That girl don't been more want that doggone Aaron. And another reason why she all on him too is because she done found out that it's real over there. Cause Fatima pregnant too. So she like, I need to get me a, you know, I need to have me somebody too. I might as well be my baby daddy. Zach really gone. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. And she talking about, and then the hormones too. Child. It's something. Pregnancy hormones ain't no joke. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is. But the mama was just saying, I've been there. I've been there, and I know what it's like when want to be touched on your inside parts, and you coming down here through the end of your pregnancy, and that's when your body get to talking, and ooh, you just want to release some stress and some tension. Instead of you going down there to release Braxton Hicks, you want to release some other stuff. And we understand that, Karen. So you need to just make sure, you know what I'm saying? Are you really in love with Aaron, or is this just, you know, you just want him just because you want him right now? So what is it? You know. All right. So, child, when I tell you Maurice and Pam, I Maurice acting like a little fiend at this point, because not only does Rooster Riches, I don't want to say wreck your edges, but not only does Rooster Riches help your edges or whatever it do, I guess you can use it for a lubricant. He says he needs her roots, hold on, her riches and her roots, her, his riches and them riches and his roots. Child, I was looking at Maurice like, really, Maurice, you so dramatic. And then this the part that kind of got me, because Pam said, so do you want to get the rooster riches for your family? He said, I wouldn't put that stuff on with, I wouldn't dare give my family that. Like it's nothing, right? But you wouldn't give it to your family to put on their hair, but you would take it to insert in your butt. Make it make sense. I'm going. I'm gonna go ahead on over. You wouldn't, but you would put. Okay. I don't know who wrote that, but so I guess you just. I can't. I cannot. Oh. So back over here at Andy and Robin, child. Who? Andy says, I do need to ask you a question. What do you want? What do you need? Andy, I want to know if you could represent Penelope. Oh, you do? Well, I'm not. I don't. Why don't you just represent her? Well, I'm not a criminal. I'm in divorce law. He said, well, yeah, criminal is one of my specialties. Okay, well, what are you gonna do for me? I said, ooh, this is intense. What are you gonna do for me? Child, Andy looked up and said nothing. I said, I know that's right. She said nothing. Just, just let me know. No, you gonna be able to handle that for me. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, I know that's right, Andy. Andy is, oh, when I tell you Andy is over Robin at this point, she like, you didn't gave Hayden my workload. You didn't gave Hayden Fatima. You didn't kick me out, dang near kick me out of my law firm where I'm rightfully supposed to be partner. You coming at me out the blue, trying to dictate my life, talking about optics. You mad? You over here trying to get sleep with me. Really? And now it's like he's trying to control every part of her life and she's fed up. She like, nothing. Can you do it or can you not? Just let me know at the end of the day. And then here go and Robin said, well, you know what? I'll just talk to her and see what I can do. All right, well, just talk to her and see what you can do. Cause child, she over this. And good job. I give you a good job with that one because Andy back in the day, she probably would have let them legs spread, but she didn't, and I was happy with her. Thank you. All right, so here is Hudson and Agent Watts. He come down there to question Gary, and Hudson is giving him a hard time, and Agent Watts actually notices this time that Hudson is giving him a hard time because Agent Watts actually said, when Gary was in his coma, it didn't there was it was you would let everybody come in and pretty much see, well, not everybody but him. There was no issue with them coming in and seeing him and trying to talk to him because he was in a coma, right? But now since he's out, he's just being very bulldog. You know what I'm saying? He's just being very combative with everybody. What are you here for? Why are you here? You're not gonna do that. Da, 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 da. And he was like, is there something like, pretty much, is there something that you want to say? Are you hiding something? The reason why you're being like this? And Hudson sits up there and tell Agent Watts, well, no, but you can leave. Child, Hudson, Agent Watts, he opened up that door and walk on in that room. I said, okay, you ain't got no. I mean, come on, what can you do, Hudson? This is the FBI. You can't make the FBI just leave. They got right to be there. Oh, okay. Well, I did skip that part. I guess I went ahead. This is when she was like, no, or well, all that stuff. Child, anyway, I already told y'all. Yeah, I could have really just made that one clip. But hey, y'all, look at him. He thought he was really gonna get some sugar. Nope, not today. All right, so now you have the men here. The main thing is the gist of this conversation is Jordan is upset. He's upset, rightfully so, because his sister is in she's in police custody, right? And the men are there. They just trying to pretty much comfort him, and then they make it seem like all of this is Andy's fault. All of this is Andy's fault. If he would have never got with Andy, then Penelope wouldn't, and he wouldn't been in this situation. But my thing is, Andy did not make Gary get, matter of fact, be engaged to your sister, nor did she not have a hand in impregnating your sister. So that's not Andy's fault. That's your sister's fault because she fell for Gary's antics. Andy didn't know none of that. So I'm not going to sit here and let y'all put that on Andy. And then also, Andy was the one that was telling your sister, I don't want nothing to do with it. But your sister was persistent enough to keep coming at Andy. So your sister put Andy in a position to where, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, okay, well, I'll help you. And even behind the scenes, while you over here trying to blame her, she's still trying to get your sister a lawyer. Even though he may not be the best lawyer, we gonna find it out later, but she's still trying to help you. And that's like I was telling Andy, why are you really trying to help him when he's making it seem like you're the villain? Hmm. So that's just crazy to me. I guess when you in trouble, you need somebody to blame instead of looking at yourself or looking at your sister, you know. Anyway, and so the guys are asking him, so what about Robin? Like, what about Robin? Yeah, Robin is Andy's ex. Oh, wow. But Tony looks him up and says that he's a really powerful attorney. He's really, really good at his job. So, hey, you might want to give it a second thought. So that's pretty much what that was. But I just didn't like the fact that they just blame everything on Andy. Because Andy didn't sleep with your sister and get her pregnant and ask her to be married. Like, she didn't know none of y'all was. Anyway, yeah. All right. So, what am I? Where am I at? Oh, Agent Watts, he bogarted his way inside the hospital room. And Gary is looking at him like, okay, Um, you know Agent Watt. Do I know Agent Watt? He's a friend. Are you a friend like Hudson a friend? Because if you a friend like Hudson a friend, child, Gary looking like, I don't think I need to be none of y'all friends. But at the same time, Hudson is trying to get Agent Watt not to ask this man questions because Hudson is telling Agent Watt that he gonna call security. I said, how you gonna call security on the FBI? Come on, Hudson, try something different or whatever. Then he throws in the fact that he has power of attorney. And I'm like, Gary, you not gonna say nothing, or you just don't remember how did he get power of attorney over you? I don't know. But anyway, but Agent Watts looked directly at Gary and says, hey, can I ask you some questions about the night of your stabbing? And he said, yeah. And then Agent Watts looked at Hudson and was like, well, shoot, he gave me permission, so you can leave, child. Hudson run up out that, he charges up out of there real fast, right? So Gary actually I be going back and forth. I be like, Gary, you make it seem like you be remembering stuff, but then it's like you don't. And in this moment right here, it almost made me feel like, so is Gary faking again? I'm like, Gary, you doing a good job acting. You doing a good job acting or whatever. So anyway, Agent White looking at Gary, he was just like, so do you remember anything that happened tonight? He was like, no, I don't. He said, well, can I jog your memory? Oh, he did make this one statement. I thought it was funny. And Agent White asked Gary, has Hudson always been like this? And Gary talking about as long as I can remember. I thought that was funny because he may or may not be faking. That's why I don't know. That's why it was funny. I was like, is he really like this? Or is he really like this? But anyway, he is neither here nor there. So, yes. Gary says, yes, you know what I'm saying? I do want you to jog my memory back. And so that's when Agent Watts got to talking like it was a night of your wedding. And, he was like, you were in your room and all this other stuff. And then Gary kind of sits up and he just thinks, he was like, well, yeah. And then he says, and I look over and I see a woman. And then it kind of cuts. And I'm just like, but we do know that Penelope said that she did see Gary. But we don't know how it happened. Like, did you see Gary before he was, well, she said she had blood all on him, but I don't know. But he looked over and saw a woman too, and it was Andy. So I don't know if it's however his memory is going. They never really just got into detail, but he said he did see a woman. But I don't think it's gonna be like that woman stabbed me. I think it's gonna be like a woman was there, then she ended up leaving. Maybe it was Andy. I don't know. All right, so now back over at Zack and Fatima's. Apparently, Zack and Fatima keep their door open. Andy try to come in, and she opens up the door and talking about, oh, y'all must got a good neighborhood because y'all keep y'all doors unlocked. I guess y'all need to keep y'all doors locked because Deja next door. She seem like she be coming up in there. Anyway, so they kind of get to talking or whatever about all the things that happened with Penelope, and they don't think that Penelope did it, and Andy brings up to their attention like, oh, yeah, Andy brings up their attention like I asked Robin to counsel to give Penelope counsel in this whole stabbing thing. And Fatima is like, are you sure you want to do that? And she was just like, wow, why are you looking? Why are you thinking like that? And she was just like, yeah, because, Zach and I have really been doing some investigative work. And they was like, what? Kind of like the Pink Panther. Yeah, anyway, I just said the Pink Panther. They had said all these other people. But yeah, so she said that they've been doing some investigative work and they wanted to show Andy what they came up with. So when they look at the board, she was like, "What? All these people?" And then Zach was like, "Yeah, we wanted to get everybody that's really in close proximity of Gary, or like who could have done it." And Andy is surprised. She was like, "My name on there? What? Why my name on there? You know why I didn't do that?" But she was like, "Well, yeah, my name on there too. Our name on there because trying to clear us. So your name on here to try to pretty much clear you." And Fatima, the one that put your name on there. Your best friend. It be your best friend sometime. But Fatima's whole thing is we just trying to get everybody that could do that. And so they said, "Would you have the knife here on Robin?" And he was like, "Yeah, because that's our numero anyway, numero suspect." And then they got to saying like, "Well, yeah, he has been the way he popped up out of the blue and the way he's been acting because the first time Fatima says the first time that he came, he was like real like suave and had charisma. And this time he came, he's like really creepy. So she's just trying to understand like what's the motive of him being here, and then that really gets Andy to thinking like, yeah, because he did pop up out of nowhere, and he gave my with the caseloads and just everything he's been doing. And so that's why they was like, hey, you might need to you telling him to counsel or to be Penelope's attorney, it might have sealed her fate in this whole thing. And so it was like da da da. But anyway, I think that's it. For Tyler Perry Sistas, y'all, I am gonna do a trailer review for the next episode coming up. Be looking out for that. And I'm going to be I do review Zack Zatima. They have the episode. They have like two episodes that comes out at the same time. So I'm going to be reviewing that as well. Y'all, I know, listen, the way I do my reviews is not traditional. No, I do not say everything verbatim. I make up, I talk about the clips that I have. I just pretty much talk about them. I don't really just go into detail on they said this and she said this and we said this and they said that. Because I used to do that, and I used to be typing and writing and all that stuff, and my hands get to cramping up, and it just be too much on my body, child. So I just told myself I'm gonna have to just kind of sum up. That's my thing. I just try to sum up each scene so we can just try to see where we're going with these episodes. And I hope I mean, that's just the way I do them now. So I don't want to say I hope you like them, but I do hope you like them. But I just kind of sum up each scene, not to just give you all of that. But anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this episode. Who do you think that was the woman that Gary was talking about? Do you think that, I mean, it was pretty much to me, three women that's involved, okay? Penelope, Andy, and Tamaria, her, um because she did show up at the hospital trying to figure out what Gary had going on. Was he up? Do he remember? Or whatever, whoop de whoop. So them the only three women that came to mind when he said that there was a woman. What woman do y'all think it was? Do y'all think that Karen and Aaron are actually going to give it a go, that they're actually going to start dating, or this is just Karen's hormones playing with her? Because child, pregnancy hormones is a bug for real. Whew. Yeah. What else? What else? What other questions do I have? Again, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe, and just leave your comments. I do talk to y'all in the comments, and turn your notification button on, so y'all, if you like me, you won't miss anything I got to say. Anyway, y'all, I hope y'all like this new look that I'm trying to do. And this is Sheila Bila. Like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all have a great day. Bye.